The Battle of Minas Tirith, known as the Dawnless Days, was a monumental clash between the Men of Gondor and the Haradrim, as the face of the besieged city hung in the balance. Surrounded by the enemy and with their supply lines cut off, the Men of Gondor had little choice but to rally outside the city walls and entice the Haradrim into battle. The Haradrim, boasting superior numbers with 8,000 soldiers compared to Gondor's 4,000, saw an opportunity to crush their adversary on the open fields of Pelennor. The plan was risky, as Gondor's strategic positioning favored the Haradrim, allowing them to avoid the treacherous task of besieging the city's formidable walls. Led by their valiant captain, the Gondorian cavalry rode out from Minas Tirith, providing the much-needed mobility and maneuverability on the battlefield. The brave men of Gondor, standing shoulder to shoulder with their comrades, awaited the Haradrim's advance, relying on the city's defenses to hold off the impending attack. With a resounding war chant, the Haradrim surged forward, their sheer force and intimidating presence meant to break the spirit of their Gondorian foes. Yet the men of Gondor, determined to defend their homeland, stood firm, their hopes resting on the strength of their unity and the walls of their ancient city. The clash of cavalry on the left flank became a pivotal moment. The Gondorian horsemen, skilled and battle-hardened, outmatched their Haradrim counterparts, swiftly turning the tide in their favor. With relentless pursuit, they cut through the enemy ranks, decimating the Haradrim cavalry and removing a significant threat from the battlefield. In the heart of the conflict, both armies suffered heavy losses. Gondor, recognizing the need to regroup and preserve their forces, mirrored the Haradrim's withdrawal, consolidating their remaining infantry to defend the entrance of the main gate. The Haradrim, aware of the imminent return of the Gondorian cavalry, launched a desperate assault, seeking to exploit their numerical advantage before it was too late. Yet the will and courage of the men of Gondor proved indomitable. Drawing strength from their unity and the righteousness of their cause, they held their ground, pushing back against the relentless onslaught. The tide turned in Gondor's favor, and the Haradrim began to falter under the weight of their own hubris. As the Gondorian cavalry, now reunited with the main forces, charged back onto the battlefield, the Haradrim's fate was sealed. With devastating blows, they cut down the retreating soldiers, further demoralizing their ranks and solidifying Gondor's triumph. The Battle of Minas Tirith was a testament to the unwavering determination and resilience of the men of Gondor. Against overwhelming odds, they fought for their city, their heritage, and the future of Middle-earth. Victory was hard won, but it served as a beacon of hope in the face of despair, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the light of courage and unwavering resolve can pierce through the shadows. The men of Gondor mourned their fallen comrades, tending to the wounded and honoring the sacrifice made in the name of their beloved city. The victory at Minas Tirith would forever be etched in the annals of Middle-earth, a legendary tale of valor and triumph against impossible odds. In the aftermath of the battle, the men of Gondor would continue their struggle against the forces of darkness, knowing that their resilience and unwavering spirit were their greatest weapons. The Battle of Minas Tirith, known as the Dawnless Days, marked a turning point in the War of the Ring. The men of Gondor, though outnumbered by the Haradrim, had proven their mettle and reclaimed their hope. Inspired by their hard-fought victory, they would carry the torch of resistance, continuing their fight against the encroaching darkness. The city of Minas Tirith, though battered and depleted, stood tall as a symbol of Gondor's indomitable spirit. The people, united under their leaders, pledged to rebuild and fortify their defenses, vowing never to surrender to the forces of Sauron. With renewed determination, they set out to replenish their supplies and strengthen their alliances. The Battle of Minas Tirith also served as a rallying cry for other free peoples of Middle-earth. News of Gondor's resistance spread like wildfire, igniting a flicker of hope in the hearts of those who stood against Sauron's tyranny. The elves, dwarves, and other noble races took note of Gondor's bravery and resolved to join the fight, forming a formidable alliance against the forces of darkness. And so, the story of the Battle of Minas Tirith would live on, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of unity in the face of unimaginable evil. The sacrifices made and the courage displayed by the men of Gondor would forever be etched in the annals of Middle-earth, a reminder that even in the shadow of darkness, there is always a glimmer of hope that can guide the way to victory.